Howdy folks, and welcome to Seidel Wants to Battle. For those who don't know, around the end of year, a pretty famous Pokemon tuber, birdkeeper Toby, does this community-driven thing where he answers 6 questions and then tags 3 other YouTubers to then also answer the 6 questions, and then they themselves tag people. And it's it's like, remember the Ice Bucket Challenge back then? It's a lot like that, where it's a fun thing that you can do, and then you can nominate other people to do it. And even though I'm not specifically in the Pokemon community, and I want to kind of, branch out into more, I want to be more a YouTuber who talks about game design and character design as a whole. Obviously, you wouldn't be wrong for getting the impression that I am a Pokemon tuber, as more or less all my original videos have been based around making Seidelmon. So, my own Pokemon, basically. And cards out on the table. I originally recorded this. I recorded me doing this 2 weeks ago, I think, when the Pewter City Gym tagged me in this 11 days ago at the time of recording this. And the reason it's taken so long and the fact that I'm re-recording it is because I've just been busy, man, I've been working really hard on this Touie video, Touie in the Inbetween. I wanted to release that first before doing this, and that's a long video. You'd be surprised how long it took to make looking at it. I've got a lot of uni finals, obviously, it's the end of year, I've got a lot of things due in. I'm not going to be at my computer for a while, because obviously visiting family, so away from my current home, away from my PC. And I've been doing this daily drawing thing, Badly Drawn December. I do it every year. So I've been doing a lot of things basically, and so I'm going to try and do this, and hopefully you're going to see this soon. Well, you'll be seeing it now if I am, but hopefully you'll see this. Well, I'm releasing this on the 18th for full disclosure. So whichever day you see this, I'm going to try and release it on this day. But again, at the time of recording this, I am still editing Touie in the In-Between, and fun fact, I think I'm about 12 minutes in, and collectively that's taken around 40 hours of work. So, yeah. But either way, as I said, I was tagged by the amazing Pewter City Gym, and I recorded that literally the day he tagged me. However, in the 11 days where I've been doing other things, waiting for other things to be finished, I've also been tagged by 2 other amazing YouTubers, Boreal Mind and Lava Tyrant. So first of all, it's amazing that 3 people wanted me to do this, right? I'm still ecstatic because of that. And but yeah, so we're doing it again, starting from scratch. Question 1. What's your favourite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet? I assume they mean the new Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet. I don't think there's any other games called Scarlet and Violet. Why am I like this? And full disclosure, again, since I have been so busy, I've not really had a time to really dig my teeth into Scarlet and Violet. I will say spoilers, I am going to mention Pokemon not revealed in trailers and things like that. But the Pokemon I have seen, I've liked a lot of them. I like Wiglet, obviously. There's a Pokemon called Flamigo, what I really loved, and I was so upset when I learned that it didn't have an evolution or anything, because it's just a Flamingo. I liked the 3 starters evolutions. I chose Quaxley, the water one, because water duck, obviously, ducks are my favourite animal. And it took me a while to get used to the 3rd evolution of that, but I surprisingly liked the grass and fire last evolution more than I think other people do. I think a few other people have problems with them, but I think they're alright. I love the Paldarian Wooper and its evolution Clodsire. I love how it looks. It just looks like a giant pool floaty. I love it. And Psyduck is probably my favourite because it's not new, but it is in Scarlet and Violet, so that's definitely up there. And although I did say I have some problems with Smoliv in a previous video, I did catch it and train it, and so far it is in its middle evolution, Doliv. I think there's a 3rd evolution, but I've not seen it yet. But I think it's cute. I think it's called Doliv. I think I already said that. But yeah, it's kind of cute. And obviously my prediction was way off. It wasn't really a prediction, but still. The question was, what's your favourite Pokemon? I assume Pokemon could be several, right? Because I'm a very indecisive person when it comes to Pokemon. I love all of them, There's very few what I would say I don't like, because I play through Pokemon that many times, trying to use as many as I can. I feel like I've got at least some connection to every type of Pokemon, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just, favourite Scarlet and Violet? It's probably just going to have to be Psyduck again, because you can't beat Psyduck, dude. Now, question 2. Why did you choose your username? I'm going to skip this one for a moment. We'll get back to it in question 4, I think. I think I'm allowed to do these not in order, right? Is there a rule set? I don't know. Oops. Hopefully Birdkeeper Toby's not going to come down at me with like 50 spear arrows pecking me. So, question 3. What is the best video you made this year? Well, I would say 2, maybe 3 answers for this, right? Because I feel like best video can mean a few different things. Turns out I'm a very indecisive person on a lot of things. By best video, if we're talking most popular or highest viewed video this year, it would be my designing a Fakemon region map, which I don't know why so many people actually watched that. The video is, I wanted to include as little editing as possible and just kind of show my process of, well, I was on, drawing squares and just designing a region map about this Fakemon region, which is, it's meant to be about, the world as a whole, right? All the cultures and fun facts about animals I knew, all crunched into one place, right? I don't know if designing Fakemon maps is like an untapped market, or if people just liked me rambling for an hour and drawing things. You'll have to let me know if you watched the video, why did you actually watch it? Or if you did, why did you like it? Or if you didn't like it, tell me that as well. A view can mean anything. But by best video, if we're talking about personal favourite, it's gotta be my Ebe video. For those who don't know, Ebe is a old horror game what recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary. Ebe is also my favourite, well, one of my favourite games of all time now, so I wanted to do just a giant video of me talking about why it was my favourite game, what I loved about it, and kind of like a review, but not, it's literally just a video essay, I guess, right, of me talking about my favourite game. It's very weird looking back at it because, again, like Ebe, it still means a lot to me to this day, and it's weird knowing that I do have a video where I just talk about it for an hour. It's kind of weird because I've not touched Ebe since that video, I've kind of let it lie, it's weird just looking back at it sometimes, because I occasionally click on it and hear myself ramble, and it's just like, wow, is Ebe done? Who knows? I'm getting emotional again just thinking about it. But either way, I also want to thank all the people who have watched that, because obviously, if my channel is all about Fakemon, seeing a horror game essay is going to be a bit of a, I didn't expect a lot of people to actually watch it, but 300 views at the time of recording this, that's honestly 299 more views than I expected it to have. So, again, thank you all for enjoying that if you did, or if you didn't enjoy it, let me know again. And by best video, if we're talking about well-made or highest quality, again, part of me would say Ebe, because it's an hour, and I'm kind of proud of the editing, I'm proud of all my editing I do, but part of me also wants to say Touie in the Inbetween, just because all of that video, it's all editing, that's why it's taken so long to make it. Like, when I'm making a Fakemon video, I can just talk over footage of sped up of me actually drawing the design. But like Touie in the Backrooms, there's no space I can just put a fast-forwarded drawing over, so I don't really need to edit it that much. No, like, this is all editing. Every second I have to add it and change things, which is, it's a lot of work. So, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best made, it's just going to say, I put the most effort into it, I guess, right? And again, at the time of recording this, it's not out, so if it is out, which, I want to release that video before this one, let me know if you watched it, and if you didn't, why didn't you? I mean, it's, again, it's fair if you don't, but, I'm interested. But either way, that's question 3 done. Question 4. What can you expect from me in 2023? Oh boy. Hopefully a lot. First thing I want to do regarding my Fakemon region, I'm rebooting it. I'm restarting it, mostly just because halfway through the series I changed art style. So I want to go back to the very beginning and just get every design up to date. And actually, I kind of add a format to each episode, I feel like making each episode, it's very loosey-goosey. It's very much just me saying, hey, let's make a design, draw a design, funny, multiversal, chaos ensues occasionally. But this time I really want to add more, I guess, like, just more fun facts about the cultures and animals they're based on, because I wanted to make this Fakemon region to show that as a world we're so diverse, not just in our, animal species, but also humans. We're also different and unique, and I want to kind of mesh that all into one place and I guess, teach people about different cultures and different animals and things like that, right? Not like 30 minutes of me explaining the history of like India or something, but like take Shamelon, for example, my Fakemon based on watermelons and Venus flytraps. Instead of just saying what it's based on, I think it'd be fun to explain fun facts about watermelons and how Venus flytraps actually work, you know? I think that'd be a fun little teach little things along the way whilst making weird little monster designs, you know? One of my favourite type of videos as a kid were, you know, just guys being like, here's 100 facts you didn't know about animals, and they just really intrigued me. So I think combining that with drawing Fakemon, another thing I love doing, I think you know, it'd just be fun to do. And there's also going to be a sister series to making a Fakemon region. It's not going to be a Fakemon region per se, but it's going to be about me also designing another type of game, a game what I'm actually kind of making, and also making characters and enemies based on real life cultures. So I think it'd be a fun type of video to, you know, it branches out just from Fakemon, but also keeps the idea of teaching fun facts about the culture and making fun monsters designed about those cultures, you know? Plus, again, I want to just start making videos about actually designing games, because making games is what I want to do, you know? Speaking of which, next year, hopefully I'm going to be actually making some proper. Again, there's going to be that game I just said I want to be making a series about. There's a horror game I'm working on. I've been working on really hard lately, actually. I don't know if that's going to be released next year per se, but hopefully I can show more and more of it as time goes on. And again, I've got some other game projects I'm really excited to show you, some of which are actually canon to this channel as well. So I think that'll be interesting to, you know, get ties in with them, you know. Everything's connected here. And the last thing you can expect from me next year is more Seidel lore, you know. A big thing, what I want this to kind of be its own thing is the sense of, yeah, we make Fakemon and we talk about games and things, but there is actually a story between all the characters playing out as time goes on. You know, like, if you've watched Touie in the Inbetween, you'll see that I've already introduced a new character to the main roster. And again, as time goes on, I want to introduce more Seidel villains, more Seidel characters, more locations, things like that. And obviously, just more stories and more fun, you know? That's the main thing you can expect next year. You know, more Fakemon, more drawing in general, more game ideas, more Seidels, just things that are going to be really fun for me to make, and hopefully even funner to watch. Oh, I forgot to mention, the name Louicide is somewhat relevant to the Seidel lore. So instead of me just saying it blatantly here, I like the idea that, again, I can't say for sure if it'll be next year, but I do want to make, I want it to be like a slow realization that when the lore finally hits and you're like, oh my god, it all makes sense now. You know what I mean? So wait and see on that one. I'm excited to see your reactions, or if it's going to be boring, then sorry in advance. I can't promise anything 100%, because obviously I am just one guy doing more or less all of this, and again, I've got uni, I've got you know, games I want to make as well as do this YouTube channel, and there's got to be a priority system, right? My university work has to take top priority because, well, I need to get a job and start paying for things eventually. But you have my word that I'm at least going to try and make this a really good year. I want this to be a good year of just showing people more drawings and more characters and things like that. It warms my heart when I get comments like people saying that they're actually more interested in my original characters more than the characters I'm drawing about, and hopefully next year I can start showing more of that. Like, really excited for that. And again, thanks for all the nice comments, obviously. Makes it worthwhile. Well, I can talk for a really long time. That was, wow, anyway. Question 5. Any big milestones you're looking forward to? Well, this year we hit 300 subscribers. It was literally a day before my 2-year anniversary, which that was the goal. I wanted to get 300 in 2 years. So, first of all, amazing. Thank you all. And who knows what the future holds, obviously, but, you know, a guy can hope. I found this weird, like, little YouTube website where you can type in a YouTube channel and it'll use statistics to say the growth. And I think I read somewhere that next year I will get 1,000. I don't think I'm gonna get 1,000 by any stretch of the imagination, but just like basketball, you just gotta throw the ball as high as you can and hope it gets in the basket. But other than subscribers, obviously the biggest thing I'm always excited for in the future is the idea of just people knowing the characters, you know? That's a huge milestone, you know? The idea of someone seeing one of my characters, whether it's an Equipmini or a Seidel or a Fakemon, and just knowing that Louicide made that, you know? I think that's just an awesome thing, knowing that one day, eventually, someone's gonna do that, and that's just awesome, you know? And furthermore, obviously, behind the character, there's a story, so the idea that one day, people aren't just gonna know the characters, they're gonna know more of their stories, you know? And again, incredible excitement always rushes through me whenever I think about that. And again, it's going to be a far way into the future, I reckon, because, you know, it's a long way away. But still, it's super excited to just think. Then obviously, it's all the things what come with that. You know, obviously, in the future, I really want to start releasing maybe like some books or something, or some form of stories about some of my characters. Maybe even figurines and plushies, merchandise. What? Could you imagine, fellas? Could you imagine seeing my dumb little blue face on a shirt? That's amazing. That's a milestone I'm always looking forward to. But, you know, it probably won't be next year or even in like 5. But, you know, a guy can hope. Realistically, the biggest milestone I could realistically imagine next year, we're probably getting to around 400 or 500 subscribers. And it's not even been a month since I've gotten 300 subscribers, and we're already at 313. So that's crazy, first of all. That's incredibly fast. Again, for a low-tier YouTuber such as myself. But still, let's make it to 400, fellas. And if we get to 400, let's make it to 5. Let's see if we can actually get to 1,000 next year. I don't think we can do it, but, you know, prove me wrong. Wipe my smug off my face. Do it. But either way, question 5. Recommend a channel with less subscribers that you think people would love. Well, this is no question. A lot of my Fakemon buddies typically have more subscribers than me. But there's one who I honestly did not expect to have more than, and it's Pewter City Jim, the guy who first tagged me in this. And no, that's not why I'm, you know, shouting him out. It's mostly just because, frankly, I can't believe that he's got this low amount of subscribers, you know? Now, I've been complimented a few times on my editing skills about how I can get, you know, the little dude to change motions or whatever and have the fade-ins or whatever. They haven't seen Pewter City Jim's videos. The editing is phenomenal, you know? He doesn't do Fakemon videos too often, but you can really tell that when he releases them, you can see the time and effort what's really gone into them. You don't just see the guy, you know, here's my idea, let me draw it. He really goes into depth about what the idea represents and just like design ideas in general, and again, it's super good. If you haven't seen him, again, check him out. He does a lot of other Let's Play videos as well, which is, again, I'm just amazed that he can manage to do that on such a, you know, he releases like a video a day pretty much, right? Which, phenomenal. And again, those Fakemon videos, if you watched them and I asked you how many subscribers this guy had, you would not guess how low it was considering the effort what goes into them, you know? And he's also got a really good eye for recognizing talent. 2 weeks ago, he released his holiday season episode, and he got the famous, that's right, the Louicide to voice in his video. But jokes aside, seriously, great YouTuber. Check him out if you want to. You really should though, I reckon he deserves it. But still, I'm already almost at 20 minutes. I feel like I'm rambling way longer than I should. So, well, we're at the last thing anyway. So, all I gotta do now is tag 3 people. Uh-oh. Now, again, I recorded this originally 11 days ago, the day Pewter City Jim atted me to do one. And 2 out of the 3 tubers I originally shouted out have originally done it. So, oops, I guess. I mean, I'll just link to their video instead, right? I guess, right? The original 3 were, I believe, Vlogging with Gibster, Esper Blocks, and Boreal Mind. Obviously, there was no pressure to do it. It's meant to be a fun community thing. But Boreal Mind, funnily enough, did her video, and funnily enough, she shouted me out. So it's, if I released that video, I wish I'd finished Touie in the in-between sooner, and I like the idea that we both released the same video on the exact same day, shouting each other out. That would have been funny. Oh well. There's always next year. So I guess since technically 2 of my nominees already did it, if you want to do it, you're free to. You know, I don't think you need to be atted to do it. It's a huge community thing, so if you have a little channel and you do Pokemon-related things, you're free to do it yourself. Just do it anyway. Just have fun. Have fun. But either way, folks, I want to thank you all for a great 2022. Here's to a better 2023. I've already got an open drink, so I can't really, like, cheers it. But still, hope you all enjoy the holidays. No matter what you celebrate, I hope you have a good time with the people you love, and I hope you enjoy next year better than this one. Or if you really enjoyed this one, then I hope you enjoy it. I'm trying to be like the safest way of saying I hope you had a good year, and I hope you enjoy next year as well. But still, I feel like I've rambled on for way too much. I'm gonna edit this video and hopefully finish Touie the In-Between soon, so you can see those both videos. But either way, folks, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all hopefully in the new year with my brand new remaking Seidlemon. So yeah, I'll see you all in a bit. Toodaloo!